Hello, fellow Pathfinders, and welcome to the Elder Brain Cast. We are the Elder Brain. Hello. Legacy of the Lost Empire continues tonight, and we've got the full crew here. Everyone's mostly well. This is great. Got Craig and Jack and Mike and Devin and me, Ian, your humble game master.
Even if we're not all well, we're present. So there's that.
Yeah,
We're present,
yeah.
We're all
various
here
levels.
because we're not all there.
Now that we're all here, we're not all the damn it.
It's all right. We'll get the timing down next week.
All right. Well, don't think we've got any announcements, so we're just going to dive right into the recap and get this thing going.
We may be all here, but we're not. Oh wait, sorry.
In our last installment, the crew continued their delve into these occupied ruins, finally encountering the lizardfolk excavation crew underground. During the heated battle, the lizard leader fled further into the ruins, leaving his minions to their grisly fate at the hands of you guys. After the battle, while you were looting the mostly unintelligible research data, the sounds of electrical equipment began emanating from below, coinciding with an increase to that lingering purple glow.
Oh yeah, no biggie.
You found where that escaping lizard man had gone, down to a sub-basement, and you arrived just in time to witness his transformation into something entirely alien. Before we dive into that, let's just go around the horn and check in with our heroes, as each of them is reflecting on a time from his past when someone he knew changed. And because Mike said he did his homework 2 times ago, I'm going to hit him first this time.
Sure. So Comrec walking down the stairs, seeing this thing change. It reminds him of a time when he didn't witness something quite grotesque happening. But he remembers a friend from school, a dear friend, always hung out. But when it was time to graduate out of the primary school and go up into the colleges and the universities where everybody prepares for what they're going to do in the working world, that friend suddenly picked up smoking, and that friend got weird. And they changed, and they just weren't the same ever again. We lost touch, and it was really hard for Comrec. That was his best buddy.
So you started hanging out with those weird dwarves that were smoking pipes down by the steps.
Unscrupulous fellows.
Yeah.
Found those weird shrooms from those weird shrooms
Go
from
to
the deep
Degrassi High, or
Something like that. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. How about Jack? Why don't you tell us about Slippery Phil?
I don't know if this is a cheat. It's not that a person changed, but maybe like Slippery Phil's perception of a person changed. Many a session ago, I mentioned that one time when he was very young, Slippery Phil saw a group of human adventurers that had stopped by his swamp for directions and to resupply and things, and how he watched them from afar and he was so enraptured by them and wanted to be like them. In his young adulthood, one of his first official forays out of the swamp and into town, as opposed to just sneaking out, he did come into a tavern, and he did come across one of those former adventurers again. And being as starstruck as he was, he went and tried to introduce himself and was completely brushed off. This adventurer seemed annoyed, disgusted by his presence, and tried to shoo him away as if he were vermin. And that definitely hurt. It definitely kind of broke something in Phil's little amphibious heart that day. And that's, maybe why he's got a bit of a cynical streak in him. Don't meet your heroes, as they say.
Yeah, I was thinking that. That's a very sad little tale for Phil. That's really unfortunate for him. I'm sure that like everyone has had that happen at some point. Kind of hitting home a little bit there. All right. How about Devin? Why don't you tell us?
Well, Sir Saluini, of course, known as the Golden Sun, he he didn't really have much perspective on those around him at the temple as he would train and venture forth on the various quests in the name of that of the sun, saying the bright child. The organization was very much about following the tenets that you took, the oath that you swore when you signed on to become a member of these Crusaders champions, and but leading up to the actual swearing of the oaths, and in this case the oath of redemption. But in preparation for that, you have to go through various trials, and there are others with you who are also aiming to reach the end. And some of the people who try, or the youths who try to attain knighthood, as it were, don't really cut. One of these people who were alongside Sir Sal in his movement to become a knight was an elven woman called Elendil. And Elendil was very much the opposite of Sir Sal. It seems she was more so being kind of dragged into this whole thing to do like the family business. Like it was something that was considered a status symbol for her family, for her to be here. Whereas Sir Sal, this was his dream. This is everything he's ever wanted to be. As it happened, the two of them kind of had a bit of a thing, but there was a little bit as the ascension into knighthood gained closer and closer. Elen, as he called her, started to pull away, kind of distance herself, become a lot more rebellious, and was trying to kind of pull him away from the path he was following, more towards what she believed to be true righteousness. In the end, he ended up not choosing to go that route and continued on. And the last thing he remembers of Elendil is her furious rage gazing up at him as he is knighted in the ceremony. What has happened to her since then, he's not sure, but it has always been one of those things that has haunted him, as he never really understood her point of view, even though she tried to make it clear to him. But he sees that as sort of just part of the trials, that perhaps she just was not worthy to serve the bright child the way that he does. But it is also at the same time something that he sees as perhaps, there's more going on in the wider world than he believed in his small bubble. And so part of his own personal motivation to go out into the world and seek things beyond the simple crusading ideals of the temple is to maybe see if he can finally understand where Aelin was coming from.
Oof. So did she completely cleave from the faith, or does he not know what happened?
He doesn't know. He basically made the decision that he realized he had to cut her completely out in order for him to focus on what mattered. And that included basically no longer reading correspondence. Like he basically just went full cold turkey, full ghosting, essentially. And he's not proud of it, but it was something that he didn't trust in himself to be able to accomplish his goals any other way. And it is one of those things that does sort of still worm its way into his mind every now and again.
Interesting. And finally, Craig, why don't you tell us about Ide witnessing a change in someone?
So Ides is a little more recent, actually. After he set out from home, and first arrived at Central, meeting all kinds of new people and meeting all these adventurers. He found one other person that actually spoke Elvish, that actually he was able to communicate with. I think his name was Liam. And then one day, all of a sudden, Liam is just Comrec. He just his friend Liam that he was building this relationship with just all of a sudden became this totally different person, and I'd really not sure. No, on a real note, I noticed one of the things that caused him to leave, that really kind of solidified this decision that he needed to go and find something to strengthen his people, to save face, to prove himself. Essentially how the elders responded to the invasion of his home, and he didn't understand his father's reaction and how just who he thought his father was. He saw him in a new light, right, in the face of danger and decisions that he thought should have been made. I'd perhaps being brash in his youth and not quite understanding the bigger picture. He wanted more action, and was a bit surprised to see his father, who had always been very harsh, not unloving and not uncaring, but harsh and in control, being passive almost, and it really confused him. So he carries that with him and said, how long he spent under his father's gaze and tutelage, and did he ever really know him and who the man was?
Well,
and he also wonders what the heck happened to Liam, but
Liam is just on the boat.
yeah, he's
okay.
he's still back in Central looking after Relic. He's his parole officer, basically.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So let's
Oh yeah,
here we are.
for all these reminiscing and heartwarming tales, and yes, all right, now face death.
Yes. So the reason that all these memories were brought to mind was watching this lizard folk sage in this magical apparatus getting shocked with purple lightning and just writhing and screaming in pain and having his skin slough off and his body transform into something truly horrifying. Now, let me see if I can.
Nope.
It's worth seeing.
I don't
Fortunately,
know.
it also changed his alignment so that he is now on our side.
That's right. Yes.
There we go.
Oh yes, this thing.
There's our pretty friend.
Yeah. Right. Nope.
Don't want to see that too much longer. You know what? I think we need some good smiting. I think that's what needs to happen here.
By all means, you go smite. We'll cheer you on from a safe distance.
Well, unfortunately, for Sir Sal's reference to smiting is more metaphorical than anything else.
You shall be smitten with your smiting.
As I say, it's basically just another fancy way of saying I'm going to hit him with my sword.
All right, so to explain what we're seeing here, this is a big gap in the floor. That is about a 10-foot drop. There is a ladder that has been laid across as a makeshift bridge. So the ladder spaces will be difficult terrain, but you don't have to do any skill checks. You can just walk across that.
Okay.
Or jumping is the other way to get across this. A 10-foot drop, you take, what is it, half the distance fallen in bludgeoning damage if you were to not make the jump or get pushed into that pit for some reason.
Not a terrible jumper.
So the other thing I will point out is you hear a voice in your heads as this creature sort of
Cool.
casts off his last bits of lizard folk skin and turns to gaze at you, and you hear in your heads, "You smooth skins dared to interrupt our research, and behold what you have wrought. When Hagarg returns, you would be honored to be so blessed." And we're going to roll initiative.
This is the interruption. Imagine if we had let him finish.
Your compliments will not work to assuade us, for we know you are truly permitting an evil act here.
Can't see my skin. How do you know it's smooth?
So, no, it's very nice of them to say that, isn't it? I think they're trying to butter us up.
Mm.
All right. I guess just perception for initiative here, or
Unless you want to make a case for something else.
mm,
I'll do perception. I'm
I'd say
definitely
I think I'm okay with that.
Phil is
Yeah.
perceiving a lot right now.
the only other one that I ever used is stealth, but we weren't really stealthy come down here. We just
No.
jumped right in.
And
So
He
It's all good.
he did mention the name of something, Hargog. Is that like a deity? Could Comrec perhaps perform a religion initiative check?
So you, without even rolling, Hagarg.
Hogarth Hughes.
Hargog?
Hagarg was the name of the comet that the astronomer was observing.
Right. So we already know that information.
Yes, and you know that is the name of an old god
Okay.
as well.
All
So,
right.
comet god, and he's now saying when Hagarg returns. Now, you also know, based on the astronomer's observations, that he was predicting that the comet was coming on its apogee, closest point to the world soon. So, Hagarg is returning.
my rolls are not showing up here. Weird. I popped out the thing and it didn't show up for me. It didn't work.
I got a 23.
That's
Yeah, that was a 14 on me.
yeah, you guys are in.
Interesting. So when I pop out, so I don't think you pop out.
Oh, it's not taking the rolls when you pop out?
Yeah.
That's a pain.
Interesting. Interesting.
All right. I should hit begin encounter so that we know that Slippery Phil is at the top of the order with that magical 23.
Oh dear.
Nice.
I am, huh?
He is just that slippery.
There is always the option to delay if you want, where you can just choose to delay and come in at the end of someone else's turn.
Would that limit the number of actions I can take?
Nope, it just basically just offsets your turn to a different initiative point.
And who goes immediately after me?
One of the
I'm
damaged
next.
automatons,
And then
and
me.
then Ide is next.
Is it just that you don't want to run in? Like you kind of want to let them come to you?
Yeah,
Is
I'll
that
go.
kinda-
He wants to wait for me to typically
go
shoot
after
stuff first,
Ide.
and then you guys go. That's usually how we do things. Is that I shoot stuff and then you guys run in.
All right, so you're going to delay?
I'll delay.
All right, so you don't have to specify who you're delaying. Just say that you are delay. There isn't. I will just give you a yellow dot to remind us that you are delayed.
He wants to come in after me.
All right, you have delayed. So next up is this automaton.
All right.
Let's see what they
I mean,
do.
Yeah.
So it, having finished working on the controls of this machinery, and now looks up at you, sort of does a robotic / bird-like head cock, and then the mouth opens and a beam shoots out of its mouth.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, I was kind of hoping they'd be non-combatants.
I don't like that.
The ones upstairs weren't combatants.
Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Instead of talk, they're trying to
Oops.
That's right.
eradicate us.
This is how they speak. They fire lasers at each other.
Mhm.
They're just dragons from Skyrim.
That's
They're
That's just a
Yeah.
friendly. That was just a
Damage.
friendly greeting.
Foos.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
Hello.
Gonna roll a d6. On 1 to 3, he's shooting Comric. On 4 to 6, it's Sir Sal. Sir Sal.
Come at me.
So he will then target you, and then he will click the strike with his mouth beam. 18 is not going to hit. So as it blasts out of him, you easily raise your shield to deflect
Absolutely.
this beam, and it coats your shield with ice.
Your false beam of so-called light cannot penetrate the true reality of the sun's glaring brilliance.
What he said.
I feel like Sir Sal has like he doesn't realize it, but he has like temporal powers where he can actually like slow time down to constantly do huge monologuing lines during the middle of combat.
That's
He just
Well,
he
talking
just
is a
does
free
it.
action.
Yeah, he has no idea that he's like actually slowing. He's like saying like full on paragraphs between every sword strike. Everybody's like, "How is he doing that?"
Actually, what he doesn't understand is everybody else hears, "Here's what I'd like to match for the true light."
He's just very caffeinated.
Just so fast, it's like, you know the appearance of chips on the face
All right, he can get that far.
out of the light. We just hear,
How so as the automaton moves across that sort of wooden
Mhm.
bridge, like what do we see from the bridge? Like, does it look sturdy? Does it seem to kind of bend? Is there
It is a ladder, so it's bowing a little bit, and this is like a big heavy metal
Mhm.
beastie. So
How graceful is the automaton on the ladder? Is it like just stepping on the rungs upright? Is it on all fours?
it's walking on the rails, and it's got sort of almost bird like feet that are sort of four claws, and it's gripping the sides of the ladder as it's walking. So it is, but it is moving carefully across it anyway. So it is still
Okay.
slowed a little bit.
So it's moving at a gingerly
Yes.
sort of pace, but and the ladder seems to be holding fine.
Yep.
Okay.
And he's going to then reach both hands up and pull something off his back and throw it at Sir Sal. This is not going to hit, but I need to do this
Is
anyway.
it a monkey?
I missed by 20.
Wow.
Why was your first guess a monkey?
You know, get the monkey off your back.
Mm.
Off your back.
So ineffectual. It is a barbed net that sort of clatters to the ground nearby. So he was trying to restrain you, but failed horribly. That's all I can do. So
None can restrain the sun's glare.
Okay.
Ide is up.
So I'm really torn between just shoot or running over with two swords and cutting that ladder.
I that's tempting, isn't it?
Because,
It's
like,
only
even
a
if the
10-foot
ladder
drop, right?
drops-
They can presumably climb up
But then
eventually.
it gives us advantage down, and if the ladder drops on
That's
this
right.
end, we can still get up the other side. We can still
Yeah.
use it to go that way. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly don't want whatever that thing is using the ladder to get to us. Whatever
No.
puts as much distance. I mean, it's got big claws. It could probably climb up the pit walls, but you know, why give it an easy path?
You break the ladder, and this is where we learn that it has wings that just go.
5, 10.
I am unaffected
15.
by your ladder.
It has a spell called Repair Ladder.
Yeah. So
A spell.
Ian, what I'd like to do, so looking at the wood here, like, are we talking like sapling branch? Are we talking like 2x4?
It is crafted. It is a handmade ladder, probably made by lizard folk. It is bamboo lashed together with vines.
Oh, okay, awesome. So I'm definitely going to go quick draw, longsword, and scimitar. Just pull out the swords, and I'm going to hack and slash. So I'm going to go specifically kind of right for not the rungs, but for the actual the side part support.
Okay.
And I'm just going to take a good hack at it, try and take this thing out.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 27.
Well, yeah, you critically hit the ladder.
I guess I can't target it, so I didn't target
Yeah,
it.
critical damage roll, and we'll.
Oh, I forgot to take off my. It's not a targeted attack, but. How do I modify this to a crit? Oh, okay, can. Just roll twice. Or I'll just leave that on because it basically ends up being the same. So I just added my precision as my second D8. Then +2, so 9 damage.
Find the hardness. It is just a bamboo ladder. Being super. Damaging. I think so.
So is it dead?
Items and hit points.
And I think we're about to find out.
Items have hit points, but the rules for damaging them are different. As a hardness, yeah. It's not linking me to the.
Sir, if you weren't
Items
expecting
and
me to
hardnesses are.
attack the terrain. That is literally like the first thing that I thought of when I saw the map. I'm like, ladder. I'm gonna break that.
There we go. Material statistics. Okay, now I'm cooking. All right. So. So, and how much damage did you do?
9.
Is that
Did
the
not
critical
roll well.
damage or was that the regular?
So that's I just added an extra 1d8 with my precision, which basically
Okay.
doubled my dice roll. But I rolled
All right, so
2
actually
on
it
1,
would be
5,
11.
so.
Yeah, add the strength as well.
Oh yeah, okay.
11 is, let's see, the ladder is damaged. It is technically broken, but it hasn't snapped yet. You haven't destroyed it, but it is
Okay.
no longer a functional ladder.
Does the weight of the automaton on it
Yes, he is going to
play into that?
I think
I was going to say,
so.
if it's damaged, at the very least, him crossing it is going to become perilous.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to attack again if it
fair
doesn't
enough,
break or him fall, but I'm just wondering.
Yeah, you can see that he grips it tighter. It is not currently breaking, but he doesn't look like he'll be able to move anymore without breaking it.
Okay, cool. With my other sword that's out, it's a 17 to hit it.
That hits. Another damage roll.
It's another 8 damage with my scimitar.
Okay, that is enough. The one rail snaps and the thing sort of tumbles, and this guy falls into the pit.
Awesome.
Huzzah! Well shot!
So he is now minus 10 feet. Oh, he's now under the map.
Yeah.
I'm at 0. All right. He's going
Just fell
to,
through he glitched through the edge of the map.
he takes
I
5 points of damage.
forgot we had no clip enabled. Sorry, everyone.
Oh wow, 5 points took him down quite a bit.
Yes. And
Okay.
just remember that ladder is now gone.
I'm okay with
Right.
that.
And that is me. I moved and double attacked. Took out that ladder, so.
Okay.
Now it's Phil, right? Because Phil was going to go right after me.
Yeah. Do you want to jump in now?
Yeah, I guess there's no delaying it any further.
Slip and slide across that chasm.
So I do have the feat that lets me do a long jump as a single action.
Ooh.
Is that because you're a frog?
I think I did have to opt into the feat, but I did take it because I'm a frog, if that helps. Refresh my memory, I believe the rules for jumping are I have to make an athletics check with DC of the distance I'm trying to jump. Does that sound right?
Yes. Horizontal leap. You see how the total distance of feet you're attempting to. So yes. And you need at least a 10-foot run up.
I think that's what the feat does. Is
The
that I
feet
don't.
eliminates that. Okay.
Yeah.
So distance of your jump is going to be 15 feet.
15, yes. Although I also have the powerful leap feat in addition to quick jump, which means that you increase the distance you can jump horizontally by 5 feet. Does that mean that I just need to roll a 10 minimum?
Sorry, what's the feat called?
Powerful leap. I
How
have
many
powerful
se-
leap and also quick jump.
How many sessions have we had of Jack playing a literal frog? And it's just now we're getting into the, by the way, I can jump really good.
Well, it's never really come up because we've mostly been fighting on,
Yeah.
like relatively even surfaces. It's all been
fair.
very
just-
on slab so far. It's just never really become relevant.
Yeah, so I guess you can play that either way. You can either your DC is decreased by 5 basically.
Okay.
If you want to hit 15, you only need to roll a 10.
Watch me roll a big 7.
Come on, Phil.
Efficiencies, athletics.
Oh yeah.
Easy peasy.
There we go. 20.
Boing.
So I just do a big froggy jump over here.
Amazing. I picture like Slippery Phil Norm's like running on 2 legs, but before the jump, he just suddenly goes down on all fours and just like boom, launches.
You fool, you fell for the classic blunder. You didn't realize I was a frog.
Or like really badly CGI'd, like Sabretooth
Oh, I should
Yeah.
also say in these half squares on the
in
edges,
Origins.
if you stay in those, you'll be off balance.
That makes sense.
Okay. In that case, I probably want to tumble through so I can move one more time.
Yep.
I can't tumble through multiple targets on the same turn, right?
That's a great question.
Sounds like a challenge.
Pull through says try to
Says you
shoot
can't.
through the space of one enemy. So
Okay, so let's do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I guess. Try and tumble through Vloriak.
One enemy and one additional awkward associate.
so here's what I will. You can still end in that square, but it's gonna be 1, 2, 4. You're gonna have to take this path just because the apparatus that he's on is kind of difficult terrain as well. So,
Okay,
but yes, you can still end in that square. Just you need to math it different.
gotcha. Okay, I'll go ahead and make my acrobatics check for that.
Right. This is against his reflex DC.
I got a 16.
His reflex DC is higher than 16.
Dang.
Uh-oh.
So your movement
Ruh-roh,
ends.
indeed.
He's quick.
So you would actually have started.
Oh.
So yeah, you'd be here. Because you're trying to tumble through and didn't make it. Now I'd see if he has any reactions that he can use against you that are triggered by movement, and he does not.
Yay.
Well,
Haha.
thank goodness for small miracles.
All right, so that was.
It would be really awesome if any of my teammates would like to come and help me.
Now that the bridge is broken, that'll be extra easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right over there with my full plate mail, massive sword, heavy shield. Coming right up.
All right, so that was one action to jump, one action to tumble through, one left.
Well, they had to move. Did you have to move?
I did
to
have
the
to
position jump?
move to the lip of the.
Okay, so you did
thing.
one action to move up to the lip and then one to jump up. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now it's time to uncork. And I see a bottle in front of me.
Uh-oh.
Ah, boy. What am I going to do?
It's okay. You can't hit Phil. He's too slippery.
Your blows will just slide right off my
That's right.
dense mucus layer.
All right, let me just.
Gross.
If only I had my mount to just leap over this chasm.
All right, so he's going to open up with a standard claw attack. That's a good. Let's soften up the target. This is like hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. So, oh,
Oh
that's a
my
lot of-
god.
that's a lot of damage.
I
Roll
can
really
take
well.
like maybe one more of those.
Oh,
That's no.
Ow!
To be fair, I rolled 3d6 and I rolled a 4, 4, and a 5. So,
We need to pull him back.
all
Yeah,
right. Next is delightful. See that dripping, oozing long tongue of his that's hanging out in the
Yep.
picture there?
oh,
Yeah.
That's
jeez.
going to let's see, what are you carrying right now? You got your combat grapnel out?
I do have it in hand.
Okay. He is going to try and lick you, especially around that, the grappling hook part of that. So this is a second attack. That missed.
Hey.
That makes me unhappy.
No, it doesn't.
And then with his third action, he is going to turn to this automaton next to him and use his tongue on it.
What?
Interesting.
You see, he lashes his tongue out at it and basically pulls an arm off, and the arm immediately crumbles to rust. And the thing slurps up that rust into his mouth. And he is now chewing on it, looking like he is ready to spew it out.
Oh, lovely.
I'm going to leave now.
So that was his turn. All right, Comric.
All right.
Can that be the episode title?
What?
I'm going to leave now.
I'm kind of leaving now. I don't think Comrac's way too slow to try to get over there. He's got a maximum move speed of what, 20? 25? 20 feet. 20 feet on land. So
you could, if you nail a DC 15 athletics check, you could move to here and then jump across.
oh. That doesn't seem too hard. Famous last words.
Yep.
DC athletics, you said?
Yep.
Athletics. I have a +2 in athletics, guys. I'm sure this won't fail horribly. What happens if I fail? Do I fall down the hole?
No,
Yes.
I'm something of an athletics myself.
Ah, it's all
And you'll
right.
take 5 damage.
I got heals.
They're
All right.
multiplying.
So I'm going to go for the running jump. And I'm going to roll athletics. I'm not trained, so I'm not proficient. I just have the strength attribute of +2. Wait a minute. Can I give myself guidance? Should I give myself guidance? I kind of want to give
third
Slippery
action for the turn.
Phil guidance.
Right, because he's going to have to, one action to move to there, second action to jump across.
So then you
Oh,
would
that
get-
jump
you'd be able to
action is
do
not going to
anything.
be one action. It's going to be a
because
move and then a
you don't have
jump.
enough speed.
That's
And then
fair.
that'd be it.
Oh, and then I'm going to be sitting teetering on an edge.
Yep, you will.
And what do I have to save on the edge? Or will I just be unbalanced?
You'll just be on balance.
What does unbalanced? What does that modifier do to me?
-2 AC.
Ooh. Yeah, all right. I got to get over there.
And,
Running jump.
things like sneak attack and things like that trigger off of being unbalanced. So
I got heals, guys. They're
Just do a
multiplying.
wall run.
Wow, that's terrible. I rolled a
Oh
5.
no.
all right, so you
I did a wall fall instead.
make it to here. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
It's all right. You can take care of the guy down there now.
Can I see Slippery Phil from where I am?
I'm going to say yes, because I don't want to be too cruel about this.
Thank you.
Am I not merciful?
I mean, the guidance doesn't say creature you can see. It just says 30 feet, target one creature. So I'm going to be cool with this anyways. So I'm going to cast guidance on Slippery Phil to give him a +1 status bonus
To getting out
to
of there.
attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
So if you click the spell,
Healing
you
would
should-
also be appreciated.
I could heal you.
you don't have the actions left.
Yeah, actually, no, I can't heal you because I'd have to be next to you in order to heal you with the amount of actions I have.
Well,
left.
I'll take the guidance then.
Yeah, you will. All right, guidance.
You should be able to drag that spell effect onto Slippery Phil. It should.
Spell effect, guidance. Added to Slippery Phil. There you go.
Perfect.
And that'll be Comrex's
I feel
turn.
very guided.
Guided. All
You
right,
got
Sir
this, Slippery
Salvador.
Phil.
Oh, this guy should have taken some damage because he locked it on.
Sir Sal.
Yeah. What do I got to roll to jump this ravine here?
What is your speed? 20 or 25?
It's 25.
25. So with one action, you've got a 10-foot run up. You need to hit a DC 15 athletics.
I got a +9. That's not
That's not
That's
bad.
that's
more
not the
doable.
worst.
That's better than my +2.
Succeed on
Um,
a 6, man. That's easy.
I mean, I feel like that's just the best option.
75% chance of success.
The only other option would be to like surf my shield down to the bottom, but then I'm down there and I got to get back
Would
up
have to
again,
climb
so,
back up.
Yeah,
So yes, Comrade, you're down there. You can see that the sides of this gully are rough and easy to climb. So it's not gonna be a huge affair to climb out.
That's good to
yeah.
know.
All right.
The ladder would definitely make it easier. But
Okay.
Well, you got half a ladder. That's
Mm.
half the way up. Let's give a running jump a try here. Why don't we? Here we go.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh my word.
Oh dear.
1. You missed by 1.
Ah.
You want to hero point that? Or are you gonna
Yeah, I do. I do want to do that. Yes, I do. Let's try that again. Like, come on. Oh, for God's sake.
all right. So you end up in similar pickle to a Comrec. And you hear the loud clunk of another heavily armored guy falling down a hole.
Like the light of the sun cascades across the sky, so too will my.
Aid watches both of them drop and then looks at the ladder and goes,
Nah, dude. I don't
maybe I
blame
was
you.
hasty.
All right,
Listen.
that was one action.
Odds were I was gonna make the jump. Like,
Especially with two goes at it.
I-
For sure.
I should have made the jump. I'm a +9.
I mean, not to be a stickler, but a long jump consumes 2 actions
It's
for
fine.
most.
I still should have
Oh, it does.
been able to make the jump. I
Oh,
don't care
It
how.
is 2 actions. Huh.
I didn't care if it takes 2 actions to get over there. I just wanted to.
I mean, normally it does, but not down
That's
here.
right.
There's less gravity. It's
We're actually in orbit right now.
But you still have one action left.
Well, yeah. So I guess I could move up to
it's a low
one
G
that's-
environment.
the guy that's down here and just kind of like. Presumably the construct is going to go for me because I'm in front of it. Yes.
Seems like a fair assumption.
Stands to reason.
So I was thinking maybe raise my shield, kind of get in front of Comrec. Be like, do not worry, for I shall shield you.
All right. The shield it is.
Morven is very proud of you, Sir Sam.
All right. This one is going to.
So now
Like
they're
this.
damaged automaton.
Like the sun dawning upon the shadows, I too shall uncover the darkness and wipe away all that besets you.
Going to move to here. Slippery Phil, you don't have any reactions that trigger off a movement, do you?
I do not.
Okay.
I'm afraid.
He is going to shoot his laser at
Eh?
one mouth beam coming up.
Mouth beam.
Pew! I've missed by a lot. I will pew again.
Not a critical miss.
Missed by 8. Ooh, that one's closer. That was way closer. Should have rolled that the first time. All right. He shot twice. He missed twice. He is done.
I full on matrix those.
Yeah.
Literally
One-
faster than the speed of light.
One in the pit will move up. And he will. Will he move up? Yes, he will move up. And he will strike his fists against your shield. Oh, so close.
Fun fact: the
And-
character of Neo was actually based on they saw into the future.
Hmm.
That
Yeah,
guy's
those,
cool.
Those did not hit. All right. Ide is up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think my companions down there can take care of this dude. This one over here is shooting at me. I'm concerned about Phil.
Aren't we all?
So-
I know I am.
Phil can.
I mean, I don't know if he's read
theoretically
that pamphlet or not.
away. I'm gonna start focusing on Floriac here. So I will quick draw my longbow. And I will make him my hunted prey as my action. And then with my second action, I will make a longbow
Dot
attack
prey.
on him. Is he within? Oh, he is close. He's within 30 feet. Shoot.
So he's within your volley range.
He's right in it. I need to step back. Come on.
You just volley is just a penalty, right? It's not that you're.
Yeah, but it's a -2.
Yeah.
Mm.
So then my second shot at him would be useless.
Yeah. I guess the step back would.
I'd rather have one decent shot than
One
two
good
useless
shot, yeah.
shots. So I will
Makes sense.
take the step back.
Actually, if you're going to move anyway, I'm going to suggest come down here so you get a clear shot, because otherwise, technically, Phil is giving soft
Oh
cover.
yeah, does he have yeah, okay. So yeah, from here. Yeah, I'll step there. Get that that keeps me okay, that puts 35, yeah. All right, in that case, I don't have my penalty, so this is a +10.
There you go.
Hit.
That's 22 for a total of. Why is it not adding my bonus to the damage? That's very strange.
All right.
There should be an extra 2 on that, should there not? Oh no, it's just straight 1d8.
Yep.
That's right, I don't have my, okay.
Your
So-
your prey doesn't make a change.
Yeah, that gives me an extra 1d8.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Just, yeah, so he takes 9
Right.
damage.
Taking 9 damage.
That did not do a
Oh,
lot.
it moved. No, it did not.
We got to hit him harder.
So then seeing that, seeing how little the shot does, Phil, fall back.
You don't need to tell me twice.
All right.
Phil.
It is,
Oh, okay, I won't.
it is your turn, Slippery Phil.
Is there a way that I can tumble through and end up at the lip of the cave at the lip of the ledge to prepare a long jump?
Yeah, easy enough to like if you go through him first, then sort of loop around that way.
Okay. Still put me 10 feet away so I could even make a parting shot with my grapnel in the process.
Oh,
Your story.
Okay. This will be acrobatics +1 from the guidance.
Yep.
$16,
16 is still not enough.
which we've established does not work.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use my remaining 2 actions to move to the lip of the cavern and jump over the cavern.
Very good.
This concludes Slippery Phil's actions for this round.
He does not have a reaction he can use, so go nuts.
13. I clear the gap.
Oh, that's right, because you only needed 10.
That's
are-
all, folks.
hey.
Because he is Frog.
He's Frog. He's a Ferg.
He's Frog.
He's Fergman.
You hear his voice in your head again, in all of your heads. And oh yeah, you've used your guidance. Come, receive your blessing.
No.
I've never really seen myself as the religious type, so
Hadn't considered that angle. Why is it not opening? There we go. He
Come, receive my blades.
let's see, what does this look? Who can I
I'll
get?
be trading barbs here. Is this what is happening? He's about to charm us, guys.
All right. So I need to move.
And never mind, he's about to charm you guys.
Mm.
Phil and I
I
are
need to be there. That
on the-
sucks.
the
Okay,
good
fine.
side of the cavern.
Fine. He'll move to here, and then that mouthful of rust that he was chewing up, he then spews at the two of you. So I need reflex saves from the two guys in the hole.
That is very unsanitary.
Mm.
Hooray!
This is my worst
I'm
save.
great at those.
Two guys who couldn't make the
Oh.
jump. Oh dear.
Oh, for crying out loud. This is going to be bad.
Oh, hey! Wow, look at that.
Nice job.
All right,
Nice
so
job.
Sir Sal only fails.
He
What?
does seem to have a very rustic approach to his attacks here.
Uh,
Ooh.
all
Whoa.
right. So Sir Sal takes 6 piercing damage,
Ugh.
and Comric takes 12 piercing damage for his critical fail.
That was a critical
Love this.
fail. Oh, man.
Spew
Yeah,
rusted shards.
I think
exactly what
both
it's
of
called.
those
That's
still
great.
did less damage overall than
It's true.
me getting hit by one
Oh
regular
yeah,
attack.
man.
Yeah, you took 19.
Yeah.
He dealt you a deep one, man.
Unfortunately, I raised my
Double
shield
feat.
against the construct, not above me.
Loriak was looking for frog's legs with
Six.
you.
Dirty fighting.
All right.
Literally.
Dishonorable.
And with his final action,
Oh dear.
oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, I need both of you to make a fortitude save.
Against what?
Fortitude.
Tetanus?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally.
I'm
100%.
good at that one.
Man.
28.
Hey, there you go.
28. Yes, you have critically succeeded.
16.
And you
Right,
have
man. Okay, I was gonna say I'm rolling really good on the things I have low pluses on, and really low on things I have high pluses on.
Yes, the ability is
You
in
stole
fact
my
tetanus.
It
rolls.
literally was tetanus.
Tetanus. There you go.
That's hilarious.
Oh God.
Well, at least it wasn't super tetanus.
Oh, man. At least it wasn't tightness.
He still has a third action to spend.
Didn't he move?
He moved and he spewed for one.
Oh,
Look
speed
at those.
move
Look
is
at those
one,
duration times. 1 week.
Yeah, right?
The onset is 10 days as well. So diseases work in basically in
Paralyzed with
downtime scale.
spasms. Death.
Yeah.
Side effects may include death.
With his third action, he is going to again
If you experience
lash out
death,
his tongue
please
at
consult your
the
doctor.
damaged one and start recharging his speed. Comrec.
Would Comrec consider Vloriak to be a living creature?
Yes, probably.
Okay. He's obviously not a construct, but there's always the possibility that he's undead.
I mean, if you
But
want to,
I think he's just ugly. That's
if you
Well-
want to roll a religion check,
that would be an action, right?
that's what he's afflicted by. It's just-
I will give you this one. If you
Okay.
want to just roll.
Let me roll religion then. 25.
He does not have the while he does not have the telltale signs of an undead creature, he's definitely something otherworldly. He's still a creature, but something not right about him.
it's like an aberration.
Okay. But living creature would be something
Living
accurate to
creature,
this- Okay. All right. In that case, then Comrec is going to pick a spot on the
Living
wall
cretin.
above the device that he can see that gets him and Sir Sal outside of a 20-foot bubble. So
Oh boy.
far enough back that it's a 20-foot burst. This thing.
20-foot burst, you say? It's a big burst.
So I'd like to put that further, back there. Like right there would be perfect. That would catch Floriak.
And catch all three bad guys and no good guys.
Okay. So let me just make sure that I target Floriak, and then I'm going to cast this spell called Sudden Blight. Sudden Blight
Oh,
accelerates
boy.
the process
Sudden
of decay in
death.
the area. Each living creature in the area takes 2d10 void damage. That is
Ew.
based on a fortitude save.
Okay. So yeah, the constructs are unaffected. No surprise there.
Yeah.
But
So it looks like it's a DC 19 basic fortitude.
And all of a sudden, blight.
This takes 2 actions, so that's why I was asking about, if my perception of the creature would.
okay. Yes. Fortitude save. So
Oh, for crying out loud. Come on.
Oh, good.
That
Good
was such
for
an expensive
you.
spell.
He's
So I still
very
take half
fortitudinous.
damage.
Does it?
and I rolled trash on that. I only rolled a 6. So
Does it
that
take
was
does it take half?
It's a basic save, so I'll take half damage.
Oh, okay. So I roll damage.
Yep. You'll just click on the 2d10 there.
So 6.
And then click half, and then click the half button.
Yep. So I'll take half.
Uh
That bar did not move a lot.
no,
Did
and
not.
that was my last big spell.
Oh boy.
I wasted spiritual weapon, guys. I wasted it on the last encounter. I'm even at a rest. All right, Comric will finish his turn by raising his shield towards Vloriak because, ow.
All right, Sir Sal, your raised shield has now expired.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I mean, I have an automaton directly in front of me.
This is true.
Mindless thing that should not be. You are an affront to the glorious life that is graced upon this land. I shall strike thee down. Go. I guess I want to target it. To strike. Critical hit.
Whoa.
Yeah, there you go.
You're going to explode this thing. All right, give me some critical.
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
Oh,
20
Oh my
damage.
Oh,
well. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
at least
there
we
you
don't have to
go.
worry about that anymore.
Bursts into
So,
a pile of
remember that scene in Empire Strikes Back when C-3PO walks in on the little Imperial bunker? You just see arms and legs scatter out into the hall. That's what just happened here.
All right, now let's
Yeah.
let's see about climbing like the rising sun in the morn.
All
How do I
right. I
climb?
just want to double check. Oh, there.
That's an athletics
you know,
check,
Sir
right?
Sal, you can just climb. It doesn't have. Not everything has to be like the sun. Are your bathroom breaks also reminiscent of the sun?
Listen, the important thing is that he's motivated.
So you've got a couple options for
you-
climbing here. You can try and climb the wall itself. You will move slowly. You need to hit a DC 15 athletics to get 5 feet per action.
So, okay, but it's a 10-foot drop, so that's not the worst.
So yes, 2 actions, 2 successful checks, and you're out.
And is using the ladder better? Like, is
Easier.
it like
You would have to move over and get it into position. So I guess it's kind of
Which-
fallen down. It broke and fell down. So yes, if you move over, then the DC is lower.
I feel like I gotta move anyway, right? Or can I just start climbing from where I am?
Oh, you'd have to move anyway. This is
Right.
true.
So I might as well move to the ladder.
Okay. So yeah, DC is only 10 if you're using this busted ass ladder.
I feel like I should be able to make that.
That's kind of what I was going for. That we could still use it on the other side.
Yeah, well,
Like,
yeah.
put it on our side so that it would drop, and you could still use the
Uh,
scamper if needed.
yeah. Let's give this a shot. So it's athletics, yeah?
Yep.
Now it's 21.
DC 10, you've critically succeeded. Then
You defy gravity.
you get to move 10 feet instead of 5. So you're at the top.
Sick. I'm up right in front of this automaton. But that'll be my turn because that's 3 actions.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Oh, look, it's the automaton's turn. It
It has no arms.
has no arms. It cannot punch. It will step away. 1 action step, and then it will pew pew at Sir Sal because you are now in his grill.
Oh, love.
1 mouth beam. A zap. Ooh, that was close. 2nd mouth beam. This is not going to hit. That did not
That's
hit.
amazing. They're like stormtroopers, man.
They really are. All right. That one's dead. Ide is up.
Yeah, I am. Okay. I've got a clear shot at Floriac.
You do.
So and he's moved, so he's definitely, so he's 35 feet. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to town.
Murder him with
You have to
arrows.
refresh the mark, or does it stay?
So that's a 21.
Yep, that hits.
And he is my target, so 12.
Oof.
And I will follow up with a 2nd shot.
His bar's not green anymore.
That is not
Yes.
gonna hit.
Hey,
This is
progress is progress.
definitively lime at this point.
This rubble behind me,
Yes.
does it look like it could provide even a modicum of cover, perhaps? Like if I were to bounce back to here, like from say a mouth beam or some other unwanted projectile.
From some angles, yes. From most of the room, no. Like if you're in this square, then most of the room is exposed. But
Yeah.
anyone sort of on the ladder side, so yeah, like that automaton might have if you cover against this guy where he is right now, but that's about it.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that. Just to I kind of just scamper back and just kind of try to make myself a little bit harder to hit
Perfect.
while keeping
Alright.
my aim on Vloriak.
Very good. All right, slippery Phil.
Well,
Okay.
can I quickly just as a free action just say to Phil, if you need healing, I can help. Not now, but next time, obviously. You get to me.
Right. I feel like I need to probably pull my weight a bit here, but then I'll circle back. I'll attempt another 15-foot jump over the pit.
You're going back?
Absolutely.
I can't really do anything else. I don't have any ranged weapons. I don't have any spells.
Okay.
He's a big damn hero. That's why he's doing
Apparently,
it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not just going to spectate.
Yeah, easy.
Not just gonna spectate or speculate. He's gonna do what's
way too crafty.
expectorated.
Wow, that's good. Or that guy too. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, if we destroy his food source, like he can still just eat the metal anyway.
I believe it's pronounced grapnel. But...
Hey, you know what? Because you've been like bouncing back and forth, I'm gonna say that jump was a panache granting jump because you've been diving back into the fray. Is brave enough that you'll get panache on that one.
Or I was watching him go.
Really?
Whoop,
Okay. I mean, I hope I wasn't being too much of a squeaky wheel there. I was just debating on whether
you are correct that you are one hit from dropping. So this is a daring move.
And jumping back and forth across the chasm with ease while the other two fell on their
Yeah,
faces.
when everyone else is falling.
Pretty impressive.
Okay, in that case, I'll make a grapnel attack against this automaton with my finisher. Let's say strike.
Oh, there you go.
27 to hit.
Nice.
27. That is a critical hit.
Very nice.
All right. Oh, I forgot to select my target.
That's okay.
There you go.
I can do the math at plus 10.
3. That doesn't seem right.
That was.
I mean, that doesn't seem to have included my finisher damage on it, despite the fact that I have finisher
Or your crit.
checked.
Well,
Yeah.
double it on the crit. The
Should I
finisher
just
is what,
add
2d6?
I believe it's 2d6. Should I just add 2d6 onto that?
Yeah, just roll a 2d6. And
Come on, Slippery Phil. Hey, look at
Okay,
that.
so now it's
okay.
15 for a
damage.
total of 30.
There you go.
30 damage. Yeah, this thing is.
Watch that bar chunk.
toast.
There you go.
Oh, it was that one.
That's how you do it.
He's taking out the other.
Yes, a 27
The other
would not be a crit
distraction.
on Gloriac, that's for sure.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's
Phil's gonna look over at Vloriak and then look over at Sir Sal and say, any chance you are hoping for an honorable duel with this one?
fair.
He has no honor. He spat rust.
Oh, Vloriak has no honor. That's an important distinction.
Yes.
Yes.
An honorless dog that should be put down like the beast it is.
Well, you know me. I'm just a hop and a skip away.
Fear not, Phil, for the light of Seng has shone down here in these dark depths.
And then I'm
I
just gonna
think-
jump back now.
You're just gonna jump back? That's
Yeah, I mean, I can jump back in on my turn, so there's really nothing stopping me.
I think I think
Other
Sal
than
has
Cleared.
Other than a one.
pretty much had it with these guys at this point. He's just like smite mode activated. Let's just get this done.
All right, let's see that athletics check and don't biff it, please. I'm pulling for you. There you go.
Hey.
Ribbit.
Frogged.
He did
Doink.
froze.
Yeah, getting a lot of jumping in this session. Make up for lost time.
Yeah.
For the previous 9 sessions where we did none. Yes. It's,
Yeah, the jump counter on your watch is you're going to reach your goal pretty soon.
all right.
Yeah, like by the end, I think the number of Slippery Phil's jumps per session, like the average will, even out a little bit.
Pretty good, yeah.
Oh, Lorak.
It's a real Spiders George distribution.
He is visibly drooling rusty metal out of his mouth, slavering, looking at Sir Sal in his full plate armor and metal shield and metal sword.
Oh.
So he is going to, unfortunately, have to move up because you're too far away to hit with my tongue. But I will do that. I'll move. Shma. Then I will lash at you with my nasty tongue.
Oh man, the thing's got reach.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Strike. Okay, so first off, you take some damage. So
chumps change.
damage that, and then metal. He's going to go after your shield.
Oh.
So he's.
This
going
really
to
is one of those classic D&D monsters that's just like, oh yeah, on a hit, it breaks all of your toys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
your shield
Rust
takes
Monster.
9 points of damage,
Oh.
and that ignores
I-
its hardness.
Thing 9? Okay.
So your shield has 20 hit points, so it's now down to
Yes.
Okay.
That's not the worst.
Nope.
It's not broken yet. So
Does that
Are shields repairable? Is that a thing?
yes, during a rest, you should be able to fix that. With a crafting check, I think it is.
cool.
All right, so that was one action to do that, one action to do that. And I'll do that. I'm going to lick rust.
Ew. What an insult.
Oh yeah, your shield corrodes a little bit from his spittle.
You dare.
And then he's going to make another strike, which misses.
The tongue comes towards the shield, and I'm just like, not this time, and I just completely move the shield away as it just kind of like grazes the tongue upward.
Just slightly out of his reach. It's just
Yeah,
flat in
just
there.
like-
And you see he's like drooling. It's like, oh, come on, gobble that up. Did not hit
It's
you.
like a
with the
dog
second one.
balancing a treat on his nose.
Yes, exactly. All right, Comric.
Okay. If I wanted to move within range, would I first have to move here and then climb and then move?
Yes. So
Oh, man.
even worse, with your speed, you are only able to climb 5 feet per action. So it would be an action to move next to the wall,
Yeah.
and 2 actions to climb the wall. And that would be your turn.
And Sir Sal fixed the ladder or put the ladder up so that I could climb the ladder?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you can. Yeah,
You
climb
can
the ladder.
you could move, you could do that same, do one move to go there. Easier athletics check to climb the ladder. Could potentially get to the top.
But that would only get me to the top.
Well, one action to get you to there. If you crit on your second action, you're at the top. But it's a DC 10. So
Yeah.
technically you've got you roll an 18 or better, you're at the top. Roll an 8 or better twice, then you're.
Can you heal anyone from where you are?
So I could. I could heal one person. If I wanted to heal everybody, I would unfortunately also heal Gloria. So
Maybe don't do that one.
I could only heal one person. Spell has a range of 30 feet.
There are two of us, or two of our friends who need,
Two of them within range for a 2-action heal.
who are in dire need of healing, I would say. But
All right.
Or you could-
Since
Wizard needs food badly.
Or you could use an action to move here and then heal or whatever. Yeah.
okay,
Set up for climbing the ladder next turn.
since I can see that Sir Sal is currently the closest and currently about as hurt as Slippery Phil, I think Comrack will target Sir Sal.
Yep.
Because Slippery Phil is not currently engaged. Granted, he's been hopping over my head the whole round,
Mhm.
so
he
just-
is
just
get
hit him
back
on the back.
in a
that is.
second.
I can put distance between me and the thing if I need to.
Yeah, Sir
Which,
Sal can't. So
Yeah. So Sal's a bit more stationary by comparison.
let's throw a heal. I think this should work. So heal versus living.
Yep.
So Sir Sal, roll healing. Is going to get 10 hit points back.
Your bar isn't orange anymore. That's good.
Yes.
And that was plus the 8 already. Yep. So that was 2 actions. And Sir Sal. Comrack will move. So we'll go 5, 10, 15, 20 to the base of the ladder, preparing to climb. And that's my turn.
Let's put you. Do the one diagonals here at the bottom of the ladder.
Okay, sure.
Sounds good.
All right. Comrack done. Sir Sal is up. Your moment to shine.
Literally.
Hopefully.
Shine like the sun.
All right.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Well, unfortunately, I have
Shine
to
bright like a bright.
use an action to move.
Well, you
Hurrah!
But then you can wail on him twice.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll see. I shall run sword glimmering in the low light as what little illumination exists in this dark hellhole does shine, and bring the sword down upon this creature of rust and entropy. For a 23 to hit.
It's a big old hit.
Nice. There you
Good
go.
coming.
Face the wrath of 7 damage.
I mean,
What's an
you're
odd
now
thing to say?
looking about on par with him now, so this is good.
You can
Yeah.
rate your pain on a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, here's my thought process here, because I'm not liking the fact that we're fighting what's effectively a rust monster, and I'm the paladin. Hi. That's I don't like where I am
You're
right
the
now.
problem. It's you.
Well, so the issue here is like I could use an action to heal myself, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not really concerned about my health. That's not what's bothering me.
That's fair.
Shiny plate mail.
It's the shiny things that are, protecting my health. So if I
Got any WD-40 in your
if I
backpack,
raise
though, or
my
no?
shield, does that, because he's attacking the shield, but if I raise my shield, does that still help me in this situation? Like, do I feel like kind of getting ready behind my shield is going to help out here?
I mean, it will probably make it a more attractive target for him to tongue lash more than anything else.
But the AC bonus would apply, and
Yeah.
the reaction and everything would still be
Yeah.
thing.
Until it is broken, it is still a
I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to, at this point, I've basically become the tasty treat that's sauntered in here. And I think I'm just going to play that up and just be like, you want some steel? Come and have it. before I embed it in your skull, you unholy demonic thing.
Sure.
And he does the full venom tongue act at you, and
You uncouth,
The full Gene Simmons.
bad creature.
Actually, just because he does the huh cat.
yeah, he just bleps the whole time with his big long tongue.
Huh?
Sir Sal's running out of steam on his. He's like, I need to read the next chapter of the Book of Holy Smiting Words. I've been doing so much smiting this. I'm running out of things to say.
All right, the two automatons are out of the picture. Ide is up.
You need like a rolling table to roll on.
It's like a Mad Libs. It's like
Oh, hold on. Swine.
you sweet.
Let me roll.
You dastardly swine! I'll have you what for?
All right. I'm gonna go shooty. Because everything else is dead.
If you hear any frantic typing, that's just me on Archives of Neth is trying to figure out what I can do with my character right now.
It's not researching your next character. That's good. That's
That's a
optimism. I like
23.
that.
I mean, that too. I've got Path Builder open. I'm looking over classes.
Ooh,
So
that's
I hit him for
nice
13 damage.
shot.
bang. All right.
Nice.
Follow-up shot. No. Can I? What else I can do? I can't really aid or anything, can I? From where I am, could I aid Phil's jump?
yeah, if you like, yeah, that's definitely something you could do. So you're gonna ready in action to, well, basically, yeah, you use your reaction to aid on his turn.
Yeah, because I don't think because I would aid Sal, but I don't think there's much I can really do from here realistically in that. But
Yeah.
I think more I can kind of give Phil an encouragement, like a boost.
Yep.
So I'll do that then
Okay.
instead of making a third attack, and I don't need to move, and I don't need to heal or anything. So I will. I'll do that. So I'll give.
Prepare to aid.
I'll prepare to aid.
All right, and it is his turn.
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that. So I roll.
Would be lower. So basically, we pick a skill that you're gonna roll.
Could I use like acrobatics as in like I aid him by giving him like left foot down, watch the crumble, like my knowledge of
Yep.
jumping.
I would do that, or I'd even say you could do just roll a strike and put an arrow on the far side for him to step on. Either
Sure,
one,
yeah.
whichever you want to do, strike or an acrobatics, whichever.
Shooting arrows is like climbing.
I like
Yep.
I like that idea. I like that idea. So hold on, I have to untarget Floriac so that
I mean, you are just shooting at a wall, so yeah.
it's true, but for the aid, so
Well, GM sets the DC for the aid.
I guess so. That's true. So
Yes, you get the +1 circumstance bonus.
okay,
It was a success, but not a critical success.
okay. It's very So I just as you're about to leap, I'm like step there. I fire an arrow for you to give you a little bit more of a landing.
All right, Slippery Bill.
Okay.
So you have a +1
I'm going to
circumstance
attempt
bonus.
to jump the gap again.
Easy peasy.
Ooh.
Doesn't need my arrow.
Didn't need the help, but sure, it was still appreciated.
I think can I tumble through in a way that I still end up on the lip if I need to make an exit again? Because historically, it's not been going well for me.
1, 2, 3, 4. Your speed is 25,
25?
so you could get to there. Would that be close enough?
I think I can do a 20-foot jump. I think that my feet allow for that.
Okay.
Froggy feet. Yep.
Okay. Acrobatics. Anything but a 16. I should have been more specific. I got a 15.
Anything
All right,
above
so
a
you end up-
16.
So you end here as you're trying to tumble through, and he's been blocking he sees you coming and just like, you know, he knows you're going 5-hole or gets an elbow up or whatever he needs to do. So the question, are you going to stay in it and give Sir Sal some flanking opportunities, or are you going to bail out?
Yeah, not only that, but I do have one action left. I'm going to attempt to grapple.
Oh,
All right.
dang.
So
That's
that's
a thing.
athletics.
Oh, yeah.
Of course that crits.
There you go.
So let me see. On a critical success, the target is restrained until the end of your next turn.
So I literally just throw my grapnel out, and it just like wraps around its legs, knocking his knees together. Or her? Did you say her earlier, or she? I feel like I
Nope.
heard that.
It is a he.
Okay,
He is restrained.
knock his knees together.
Which is better than just grappled.
And because of the type of swashbuckler I am, a successful grapple also gives me panache.
Beautiful.
Hey, that's handy.
Buckle that swash.
It just doesn't come up very often because usually tumbling through is a much safer option for me.
All right. He is up. He is restrained, off guard and immobilized. I cannot use any attack or manipulate actions except to escape. Or
There you
force
go.
movement.
Nice.
I like that a lot.
That was clutch.
Well played, Slippery Phil.
Phil coming in clutch right
And
there.
these escape attempts will
Cost actions, cost all of its
cost
actions.
actions and map. That's the important thing.
Philip, have I ever told you how much of a boon companion I've always believed you to be?
Now I need to look up what escape.
And just say good job.
Escape action, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what is your athletics DC, Slippery Phil?
Like 48
My
or something.
athletics DC,
So whatever your athletics bonus is, plus 10.
19.
All right, so I need to hit a 19 on
Fail.
acrobatics, athletics,
Fail. Come on, fail.
or an unarmed attack. Okay, so whichever is best of those. Guess that's going to be this.
Come on,
Roll.
failure.
Strike. With the claw, which is
Failure.
unarmed, so he's got to just. His claw slashes through the ropes.
Emotional
Freed.
damage.
But that cost him an action, and that cost him an attack. Not very happy with Slippery Phil now.
Oh,
Why don't we let
Was he
bygones be bygones?
Oh. Oh, hang on a second.
You have a long tongue. You look vaguely amphibian. You're basically on a very gripply, no?
That's what you want to call
Not
a
so
lizard folk thing.
fast.
All right.
Not so fast, you foul fiend.
Oh. So what he's going to do is he's going to step here. And he's been chewing on that arm of the automaton that he swallowed a couple rounds ago. And he's now finally chewed it up enough to spew rusted shards at the three of you.
Well, I was gonna say, when he does the claw attack,
Yes.
I would like to offer him a glimpse of redemption.
Well, the claw was his escape.
Oh, that was. Can I not?
So does
Okay,
it count as an
Yeah,
attack?
I guess it doesn't. Yeah, but it's these tech
It's not
damages an ally, so that wouldn't
Yeah,
count as. I was
He was trying to break free. He was attacking the grapple, not the.
Yeah,
Not
that's
Phil.
which doesn't that doesn't count as him damaging the ally, right? Because technically Phil doesn't take damage.
Correct.
Okay,
now-
I'm going to use Glimpse of Redemption on this then.
All right. So this is a reflex save for the three of you.
So assuming Phil takes damage, that will trigger the
Okay.
the thing here.
So as long as you are
Or Comrade, to be fair. Either
as long as you are conscious to make a reaction after you've taken the damage, then yes.
it is correct. His reflex of a 9.
9. So
And
you
you
Hero
make a
point.
reflex
Hero point.
throw as well, right?
Yes.
I've already used my hero point to try to jump the chasm.
So yes, Comric and Slippery Phil are also in.
I throw my hero point at you?
Does
Oh.
19 pass?
Yeah,
Because I'm willing to
19
hero point
just
it if not.
fails.
Then I will hero point and try again.
All right.
Now,
Can we use our hero point for somebody else?
22?
You have passed. You're taking half
Oh,
damage.
can I give
Oh, good.
Sir Sal my hero point?
That's a great question. Let me just see. Hero points.
Man, he can just shoot me with an arrow, and I'll feel like, what a heroic action for me to just pull the arrow out and stab him with it.
You cannot for an ally. You can spend it for your familiar or animal companion, but not for allies.
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
Which would
Sir
mean,
Sal, how animalistic are you feeling?
I've always said that I'm
Beast
rather
form.
familiar with aid.
Beast mode, let's go. So familiar that you can't pronounce my
Comric, you
name
also
properly.
Yeah, that's
still need to
right.
save.
what's the save?
As I said,
Reflex.
I can
Reflex.
probably take this.
Now, Comric's at the bottom of a 10-foot pit. Is he?
Oh, you're at the bottom of the pit, right?
Yeah. So
you
am I-
are not in the cone. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot.
Cool.
I meant to put a marker on you to make sure.
You were outside
Can't
of the
put
cone
your
of
height
shame.
below. I didn't want to put you below the map again. So, all right, so just the two of them.
You've escaped the cone of shame.
Yay.
All right, so Phil takes half of that. He's taking half,
That's,
and Sir
That's
Sal's
That's
taking
good.
double.
Well,
That's very good. Oh,
Ooh, Lordy, I'm okay. It's all
Are you
right.
still up?
He's got one
I'm
hit point.
okay.
Oh, wow.
One hit point left.
I'm okay. Glimpse of redemption.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay. So you use your reaction.
Phil either takes no damage or gains resistance the damage equal to 5. And then the
my
enemy becomes
goodness.
enfeebled 2.
Um,
I either take no damage or I gain resistance. How is that determined?
They add the bad guy gets to choose.
Oh, and if he chooses the resistance, then he gets enfeebled. Okay, I see.
Or stupefied, depending on whatever makes the most sense for the type of enemy it is.
you've been stupefied.
he will undo Phil's damage. He will.
We'll choose it to be unharmed.
Yes.
So, if I may, this is flying out. Phil starts doing like a cool cartwheel or flourish to get out of the way. I literally just shove my shield in Phil's face and step forward, and I'm just like, you would,
Yeah.
just got a face full of shrapnel.
Oh,
And I'm trying to remember. So
Um,
Sal needs
Merci
to make,
beaucoup, mon ami.
There's a
a
fortitude save
fortitude
after this,
save.
right? Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
shoot, yeah.
Gosh.
Okay, I'm okay at these.
You're good.
Yeah,
Well
25.
No
Well
tetanus.
done.
It's good.
No tetanus for you. And Bill didn't take
You
any
had your
damage, so he
shot.
doesn't have to roll.
Oh!
Wow.
And it sounds like a hailstorm, right? It's just a
All off that armor and shield. Yeah.
Hailing on a tin roof.
Yeah.
Oof.
woof. That was the thing.
It's okay.
That was.
I'm still up. We're still in this. I'm still here.
Comrade.
All right. Comrick.
Comrac's just been down in this stupid hole this whole round. This whole fight. Okay, so
Sorry, you've just been charging up,
yeah,
building your power.
yeah. I wish.
He's gonna get up just in time to watch him die.
So, can I climb this ladder with one move action, or do I have to take two?
You roll athletics, and depending on how well you
Okay.
do on your athletics, we'll see how far you move.
My athletics is not trained. My acrobatics is trained, though. That would be amazing.
Do a
19.
flip.
19 is really close. So you almost critted that, but not quite. So you get up 5 feet with that first one. So now a second athletics check. You want to take a second action to get to the top.
So
Jeez.
slow.
Can he see over the top?
He's short. You can
Yeah.
see, you can see the top.
I can just see the top of Sir Sal's head.
It's Gimli trying to look over the wall.
You just-
Welcome
Yeah.
to Pathfinder.
What's
We
happening?
have
What's happening?
trench
Alright.
warfare.
You can't really
Can't
tell what it
see.
is though, because it doesn't look like a head right now. It's just like a bunch of welts that have all just protruded and covered in
And there's
blood
just
and rust and
these-
grime.
Yeah,
Oh,
rusty
yeah.
shards sticking out of his
Oh.
helmet and his shield. And
He's got a
Alright.
Florida man vibe going on right now.
you're climbing
Well,
again. Another athletics.
I need to climb. Yeah, I need to get up out of this hole.
Yep,
13.
you're good. You're at the top.
So now I'm at the top. That was 2 actions.
Yep.
So good of you to join us. Right.
Do I just heal you? That's my last spell. I mean,
I'd appreciate it.
I should
He-
probably just
he-
heal you.
It's up to
Might
you.
die.
Has he run out of metal to eat? Maybe he can't do that anymore.
All right,
I mean,
will.
as long as I'm here.
The automatons are still there. He could just.
14 health back to Sir Sal.
Puts him to, let me do the math here, 15.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that'll be my turn.
All
Much
right.
appreciated.
Sir Salueni is up.
Right. Haha. Ah. As I was saying. Oh, Lord. Give me
Well-
strength.
I will say that you have the movement, and that is a viable square to stand in. You want to tuck in for flanking.
Oh, yeah, I may as well, right?
Since you're moving anyway, you might as
Let's
well.
do it. That gives me a +2 circumstantial.
It'll calculate it. It's fine. Just as long as you have him
Okay.
targeted.
Okay, yeah, I do.
Then,
Your petty powers cannot dampen my resolve, for I am tempered in the forges of the sun's eternal glory, and that is a strength of steel of which you could never match.
you have hit
Approximately 11 damage worth.
him targeted. He's looking hurt.
All right, so
It's
now,
so incremental.
now I'm thinking I'm gonna heal myself, because
Position.
I
Heal
appreciate.
thyself.
I appreciate the heal from Comrec, but yeah, I'll take the extra little bit from my lay on hands. Now, what does heightened mean?
When it's higher level.
I think that means that you cast at like a higher level.
Yes. And yeah, this is one of your focus spells, so it should
Yeah, do I have?
automatically be heightened.
Oh yeah, it is heightened, so it's 12 hit points.
Yeah, so should just click the lay on hands healing button and it should do the thing.
Yeah. Cool. 12 healing points.
And then you got to click the button in the chat. Lay on hands healing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's fine. I got it. All right.
Whoop, now it disappeared.
Full healing.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Oh yeah, there it is. Cool.
There you
Bam.
go. That looks a little tastier.
I'm
Hey.
feeling significantly better. Right. Round 2.
Fight.
That's
right.
all 3 actions.
Then Ide is up.
Yeah, and I've got a clear shot.
Sure do.
The sun sometimes forgives, but steel does not forget.
All right. I don't get any bonus for both of those guys there.
Not for a ranged attack,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that's fine. That's a
I mean,
26
Oh,
to hit.
wow.
Just gotta keep lighting them up like that. That's okay.
Yeah, I am. Only 6 though.
Every bit counts.
Yeah.
It does. Second, I don't even think I can hit with this usually, but
Oh,
critical
it's
miss.
closer.
Oof. There's no point. Miss or attack won't even do anything, so I'll just kind of. I can't move closer because then I can't use my bow without the minus. So, I will attempt to do the same thing. Wait, is Comrade up?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. All right, I was thinking he was still stuck on the ladder, but I was going to shoot an arrow for him as a hold.
Just to pull himself up with.
I got nothing else, so I'm just going to stay put then, I guess. Well, I might as well make a third attack if I got nothing else to do.
Yep.
You never know.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I used my longsword on that last attack instead of my
I did notice that, but it only would have been another +1, right?
another. Well, it didn't matter. It would have been another +3, but
Yeah. Oh.
yeah, and
You
then
know,
So it
plus
wouldn't be a
two.
critical. It wouldn't be a critical miss, probably.
yeah. There's no point like because the 16 didn't hit him. Well, unless I roll like it. Oh, why not? Nope.
Nope. All right. Slippery Phil.
Okay, I've got my longbow. I've got
Your half pipe.
I don't have a longbow. I have my grapnel. I have panache. I don't know why I said
I haven't
longbow.
got
I
it.
guess I was thinking about but I have my grapnel. I have panache. I'm going to
Thanks.
attempt to strike with my finisher.
Bum, 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 bum. I've got my half pipe.
How much does flanking out again?
Bum, 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 bum.
It'll put it in. It's a -2 to his AC.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Okay. Plus 2d6. Wait. Yes. Okay. So 13 points of piercing damage.
Ooh,
Oh,
He is
he's
looking
getting there.
pretty hurt.
We've got
think
him on the
because-
ropes.
I think because he tore the rope with the grapnel when he escaped the grapple, I think Phil literally just like Yoshi tongue just black grabs like the metal part of the grapple with his hand and starts just swinging his own like tongue around like a flail.
Nice. That's fantastic.
And then with the remaining rope, he's going to try another grapple check. Is this at a
Ooh.
-5?
Yes.
Okay. So effectively a +4.
Nice.
23.
23. That's against my fort DC.
I think so.
Uh, Fortitude DC. 23 is a miss.
Oh.
Wow.
Monsieur Sal, you probably want me here for the flanking still, correct?
It would be appreciated, though. Look after yourself, of course.
I was afraid you would say that.
Uh,
Or that.
Man, Phil. I mean, yeah, Sal, hopefully you can take him out in this round, but
I mean, I don't think. I mean, here's a question. I mean, I'm wearing metal. Does the thing have any interest in Phil, or is it mostly just focused on me?
It's looking at you now, for sure.
Yeah, that's
I'm
kind of what I
going
was
to
thinking.
use I guess I'm just going to use my final action to just like hold up my dueling cape, bring my AC up to 21.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go. I think that's good. I think that's a good choice.
All right.
he's fully focused on Sal. Then
So we will start.
The 23 did not succeed on the grapple.
No.
Oh
But
boy.
that's nuts. Yeah.
if you'd done the grapple check first, that would the extra 5 would have
Yeah.
Mhm.
done it. Unfortunately. Yeah, his fortitude is his best defense, unfortunately. All right, he's going to start with a. What's he gonna do first? He is going
Silly
to
players, successes for D&D.
tongue attack
Oh,
on
Pathfinder.
Sir Sal. I've hit. Sir Sal can take 12
oh,
points of damage.
Yeah,
He
there goes.
can take it now.
I was
'cause
gonna
he's
say
healed.
there goes the lay on hands. That was
Yeah.
well done.
That's good that you did the extra healing. Then yeah.
And again, he's going to do some damage to your shield.
I'm
Raise
sure
your
he
shield.
will.
Another 7 points of damage to your shield.
Okay, I still have
Oh.
a shield. That's all that matters.
Then he will attempt to lick up the rust he just put on your shield.
As always, the only HP that matters is the last point.
The shield has what, 4 left?
So
it's got
Two.
Yeah, it's got 4 left. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
broken right now, so it's not providing any AC bonus. That's
Yeah, it's not broken yet, unless he did 7 to it.
it's not destroyed, but it is broken.
I see.
So you can't raise it.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
He's going to. Okay, so that was a hit, but not a crit. So he licks up that delicious rust, and
It's okay.
seems revitalized ever so
I
slightly.
mean, accent on the slightly there.
And with his last action,
Come on.
He dies.
It's a heart attack.
He surrenders.
He commits Saboku.
He reveals that this was all an elaborate test, and now that we've passed, he will share his riches with us.
he's going to.
He's the old man from the start.
Now let's see who you really are.
Yeah. So yeah, he's going to recharge his
He's the one who gave us the
his-
quest.
shard. He's going to lash his tongue out to the one of the fallen automatons and gobble up some more metal and start chewing in his mouth again, getting ready to spew shards again.
It's Liam.
That is his possibly final turn. And also in all of your minds, you do not understand the glory that awaits you.
I sure hope it doesn't await all of us.
The only
And-
glory that awaits me is that of the sun's embrace upon
All right.
emerging from this shadowy hole.
Comric is up.
All right, time for me to come in and kill Steel.
Honestly, it would be appreciated at this point. There's no glory to be found here.
So if you guys remember,
There is no honor in this esteemed place.
Comrade
No,
now
he just needs
has
to die.
the Storm Hammer.
Yes.
So Comrade is going to activate the Electrify on his Storm Hammer.
Go, Mir.
He is going to move 5. Oh, that's not me. Why did it select Sir Sal? 1, 2, there to 10. And then
Okay. I will remind you that
Oh, you're on the ledge.
you're on the ledge, so that you are going to be off guard.
but that affects my AC, right? Not my attack.
Yes. Not your attack, but if he
He's not gonna
chooses
live
to
long
go
enough
after
to
a
attack
new
you.
delicious looking
That
shield,
just means he has to survive long
Yeah,
enough.
he's got to survive you, Sal, and then me
Yeah.
and Phil again. Like,
Nah,
I think you're okay.
I
all
plan
four
on
of us
killing
get to
him
go
right here.
before he goes.
Listen, if we-
so
If we all miss every attack we make, I mean, he's earned it at that point. So
Yep.
yeah, we deserve to roll the characters at that point. So
It's just
be
we just
honest.
have to accept that this is our time.
that's right.
Okay,
fate has
so
decreed something.
5, 7, 8. All right.
That's a me PK. We did it to ourselves.
Let me select him as a
Or
target.
We PK.
look at all those glorious pips on him.
TPK
All right.
is when the DM does it. We PK is when you do it to yourself.
Do it. No.
Hey! You hit.
That's a hit.
That was a hit.
Yes. I read the 17 under target Comrec Windhammer. And
Yeah, you're
thought that was
targeting
a miss.
yourself. Are you not?
No, I targeted him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't.
No, it is
do that.
targeting you. Why is it
you're
targeting?
targeting you. You clicked yourself as target.
But I have literally, I can see the triangles going in on
Yeah, that's
Loriak.
very weird.
So does an
Anyway,
18 hit?
An 18. Hang on.
18 doesn't hit, does it?
It does not.
Does the -2 AC apply there?
I don't think I get it because I'm not flanking with anybody.
That I actually don't know. I don't know. If,
No, you need someone.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I miss.
But that missed. I don't know why. Because it looks like to me that you got him targeted.
Yeah. And that's, I see the arrows on it.
Yeah, but then you attack.
I can
it,
see
dude,
on
that's
the
really
encounter
weird.
tracker that my little target is on him.
That's very strange, eh?
So,
All right. Well,
All right.
that was all 3 of my turns. So that's me
Oh,
sitting on a
shoot.
ledge waiting to be kicked off.
all right, Sir Sal.
We're
You do
living on
definitely
the
have flanking,
edge.
Sir Sal. You any?
All right.
You just hear Aerosmith in the background, like what?
Let us end this.
It's living in the fridge.
28 to hit.
Oh yeah.
That was almost a crit.
For 8 slashing damage.
Aha, that healing he just did.
Yeah. He's so close.
Followed by a 20 to hit.
That also
Hey.
hits. Thanks to your flanking, buddy.
10
Oh yeah.
Come on.
slashing damage.
Oh.
We're almost there.
Oh my goodness, come on.
And then a critical miss.
Yep.
But you know,
He's looking about as bad off as you did at one point in this fight. I'll put it that way.
yes.
We're so close.
I shall cleanse this place of your corrosive presence, for redemption's flame flickers bright.
All right.
Okay, I have to move because I've got
Yeah, you've got
Comrec in my
friendlies in the
way.
way.
But if I come
Yeah.
here,
You don't need to cover on top of everything else.
that's good where I am there, I think, because he's still range
Yep.
and Comrec's not blocking me there.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Okay, come on, finishing shot, please.
Yeah, that's nat 1.
We got this.
course.
We got this. We're
He's
just
going
Of
to kill us all in the
course.
next round.
we're making sure it's down to the wire.
Oh boy.
I cannot
I'm
believe
out of
this.
ammo. I'm
You're out of
arrows.
ammo. Oh, man.
I have an antler arrow, whatever that is.
I mean,
Well,
I'm out of arrows, so that's it for me.
Slippery
Phil.
Phil.
well.
can you throw
Come
your
on,
bow?
man.
All right. Is it worth trying to get panache at this point, or should I just go all in on attacks?
Go for it. Just take him out, Phil.
He's got
Okay.
probably 1 or 2
Oh.
hit points.
Oh, whoa.
No, I
what?
can't.
Huh?
Too late.
Okay.
Oh, I should have used my hero point to reroll.
That's
my
what I was
attack.
saying. I was going to use my hero point on my first attack. And
Yeah,
crit miss,
I made
but
mistakes.
too late.
Mistakes were made.
I rolled after it again already, so I was too caught up in just. Ah!
I'm just gonna go for it.
We just need to breathe on him and he'll die.
Hey!
Hey,
Come on, come on.
don't do
He's
one
like
damage.
Yeah.
Your
He's like
minimum
right
damage
there,
should be
man.
enough.
This
Oh,
gotta
Three
do
Three
it.
damage? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Hey!
Okay,
and
it's
with that
fitting.
final blow,
Really tapped it in there.
Wow.
And
That's
as he
fitting though, Phil,
crumples
because
to the
you got
ground,
damage from him first.
you hear one last message into all of your minds. Hagar will thrust this world into darkness.
Martha.
And then the
he
sun
melts.
shall rise to once again blanket it in light. Your words are useless.
Tell Martha. I'm sorry.
Why did you say that, Nick?
Woof! That was a bit of a tight one there.
It was all right.
Yeah.
We probably could have survived at least another round. I think we would have been okay.
Break? Can you break?
Yeah, I think it's break
Take a
time.
break.
So yes,
Maybe
we'll take a break.
Earned a break.
We'll reconvene in a few minutes and take it from there.
Oh, I just realized I was muted, so you didn't even hear my hilarious play on words about Ide's name.
No, we did not.
That is unfortunate. And we're back. All right. So the disgusting Loriak has fallen, and the dust settles and the rust settles. Now sort of assess the situation down here. I should also point out that at this point, you guys have technically leveled up. So the next at the end of
All right.
your next long rest, we will deal with that. Level 4 is going to be exciting.
I just recently played the Chrono Cross for the first time, so now I've got the.
Oh, nice. Good game. Good game.
All right. So what do you want to do down here?
Leave. It's the first thing on Phil's mind.
Going back to that, I'm going to leave now.
I mean,
Now he
there's
means
this
it.
lovely magical widget down here that
Yeah, we got to figure that out. I will come jump the chasm.
I guess now that we're like not in immediate peril, we can kind of just take a look around.
mhm,
I roll a 24 to just gracefully
handily make the jump.
and I've got 35 moves, so
All
I
right.
just fly over it.
So you see that the lizard folk sage's skin and gear are sort of in a heap inside the machine. And in there, you do find some interesting things.
Yes, bones are interesting.
So the most mundane thing, there's 20 gold pieces. Again, these are the coins minted with the spider sigil on them.
Oh, right. Yeah. Spider
Um,
coins. Spider coins.
There is a short bow and a quiver of arrows.
Well, I think we know who's getting that.
I don't care about
one
the
of
short
those-
bow, but I'm definitely taking the arrows.
And one of those arrows is an item called a climbing arrow.
Oh,
I just see the arrows, the quiver just. Unless anybody wants a short bow,
So
I can split
this
the arrows with them.
climbing arrow, let's see, is a shaft of this arrow is wrapped in fine twine. When the arrow strikes a solid surface, the twine unwinds and enlarges into a 50-foot rope. And the rope can be pulled free with an interact action. So basically, it gives you can shoot the arrow into a wall and climb it.
Cool.
50-foot rope.
that's handy.
Else,
That sounds very, very useful.
So is that in our loot?
oh yeah, the extendable tail. So his lizard body was augmented with an item. So it's kind of like an antenna, like a collapsible antenna, but it looks to be another climbing device of some sort that would attach over top of the lizard folk's tail. Looks like you could probably just strap it on with a belt. And it can extend 20 feet. And again, is another climbing device. Basically, it looks like that's how he got down here in the first place, was using this extensible tail. You can see sort of marks in the wall where he was using all this equipment to get down in here before they'd excavated the door. So that is also.
If anybody else wants help climbing, I'm good. Maybe one of our slightly more armored companions.
So that's the goop that's sort of inside the machine that's left over of him. The machine itself, you remember you saw they'd been studying it for a while, and there was diagrams and papers that you collected from upstairs.
Yep.
None of it that you can read because it's all in the lizard folk script, but you at least know that they had been tinkering with this thing for a few weeks by the looks of things. He had, now you recall when he first got here, he had the automatons using the machine for him. They were operating it. But you can see now that at the base of it, so there's the glass ball on top, and then it's on sort of a stone pedestal. And the pedestal has been, there are hatches on the side that have been opened up, and there are things sort of wired into it. And it looks, if you didn't know better, you'd swear that this guy had hotwired this thing to do things that it wasn't meant to do. Some of the cables leading out of it connect into a crumbling stone tablet that's sort of on the floor next to the machine. And you can see that the purple glow is coming sort of out of these open hatches. And if you sort of peek down in there, you can see another one of those arcane batteries
The arcane battery, yeah.
that you are coveting. And I guess the last thing to note is that the inside of the machine,
There's
actually,
a ghost in there.
yeah, it's weird inside. Nature, Arcana, Occultism. Anyone wants to roll any of those and see what you can sort of figure out about this machine.
I don't think I'm particularly good at any of those, but I can always give it a shot.
I'm good. I'm trained in nature. I'll give that a shot.
Yeah, I'll go nature. Eh,
Everyone's doing nature.
13. That's all I really got for this thing.
What was it? It was nature, occultism, or
Arcana.
arcane,
I was
arcana.
gonna, I
Or narcotics. I mean, narcotics. Yeah.
I'll roll occultism. Just I have a 0 in all 3 of these stats, but
was gonna say I'm not
if,
super helpful.
well, actually, I do have a 7 in nature. Never mind. I'll try nature.
Oof.
Yeah. Okay. Comric might have something.
All right. So with the goop out of the way, you can see that the inside of the machine has a recess that looks and restraints. It looks like it would hold a large spider, like 8 limbs with restraints at the end, big bulbous middle. It looks like it is built to hold a spider.
Such as the
One that we saw upstairs.
one that we saw upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Curious.
So, did that spider come from this thing? Or is this thing meant to hold that spider?
And the other, oh yes, you got a 19, so you get 2 bits of information.
Ooh.
The globe, when it closes, has probes pointed inwards, and under normal operation, those probes would focus and deliver spells or magical energy pointed towards the head of the restrained spider.
Do we need to go upstairs and coax that spider down here? See what happens?
But at this point, you know that the lizard folk sage has jury rigged and broken this machine. It is not going to function normally unless you are able to fix it. And you do not know. You don't have his research. You can't read his research. You don't know how to make it go.
I can give an occult. Like, I'm not trained in any knowledge, really. But like I could give an occultism. Well, okay, no, I have lore in undead, but like that's about it. So I could give occultism a try just to see maybe
Give it a whirl. See if there's a different angle.
something in the libraries of the temple had something on this. No, not really. They didn't talk about it. They talk about undead and necromancers and liches and death knights, and most of the time they don't really talk about this stuff.
The only other thing I'll sort of give you guys for free is the fact that spider theming is strong in this place.
Mhm.
There's the spider sigils, the spider,
Mm-hmm.
it's etched on their money, it's etched on the batteries, and now it looks like they're doing magic
Yeah.
at spiders.
Jack is strong with this one.
Well, I don't think we're fixing this thing We might as well just take the battery and move on.
Cut our losses.
Yep.
Now,
Yeah.
can we take a
Sure.
look? All the wires and stuff for this battery is like, does it look safe to just pluck out, or does it look like
So what he did seems to
Like,
have
I'm happy to do a
discharged
thievery
a
or
good amount of
something
the
to-
battery. Like it is not
Okay.
glowing as bright as the other one that you have. Or wait, the other one you've got is fully charged or completely discharged?
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
The other one you have is fully charged, and this one is glowing not even half as bright as that one.
So my question is more, is it safe to pull out? Like, that's what I was wondering, like without some kind of shock or something happening, like taking a look at it. Is extraction an okay thing to
Sure.
do?
Probably not the worst question to ask. Let me just.
And I'm happy to roll a thievery, or
Yeah, just give me a thievery check just to see if you.
that's kind of what I was thinking. 22.
Pretty easy for you to sort of disconnect any of the external wires and sort of. Although he's jury rigged it, you pretty obvious where those connections, the new connections were made, so you can quickly sort of basically unplug all of his cables and then take
Okay.
the battery out.
Okay.
In doing so, the tablet also is disconnected from the
right,
thing.
tablet.
And you sort of taking a look at that, it is crumbling, like it's crumbling as you're sort of even shifting it around to disconnect the wires. And it looks like it once had magic etchings on it that have recently discharged. Like this may have been the source or some of the magic of the transformation that he.
So he used this tablet like a scroll, spells etched on it, connected it to this thing to transform himself into that. Points over to the dead carcass.
So this is dark magic that we should remove.
It's pretty inoperative now. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they always say. And then some dark cult shows up and they, figure out a way to reactivate it.
I mean, if you want to get to the smashing, you can certainly do that too.
I am not feeling the best that I've ever felt. I fear if we cannot make too much ascertain of this, perhaps we should bring it back to some of the experts on the ship. But it is my belief that there is no good that can come from this entropic arcanism.
So this machine is installed here and definitely too big.
Yeah,
For you to move.
the tablet.
I was talking more like the tablet and stuff.
The tablet, yeah, tablet you can definitely take.
I think we should
'Cause-
take the tablet because what he mentioned of Hagarg, clearly they are getting this information from somewhere, and perhaps we can learn something of the origins of this tablet, or
There are those of the order who would say that such things should always be destroyed, but in my experience, it seems more like we should at least try to learn something about our enemy before we destroy the things that are associated to it.
well, especially if it could help lead us to our actual goal.
Precisely. I think we're all in agreement.
I see no reason to object.
Of course not, Phil. And I go to clap him on the back, and my hand slides right off and slams into the side as I topple over slightly. Yes.
You successfully slap Phil on the back, causing him to face plant forward and then just sort of slide along the floor like a curling stone.
So it's just the two of us just sort of connect and keep going, and the momentum throwing us in two different directions.
I just look at Comrade and be like,
It's perhaps time for us to find a place to hunker down for the night. A lot of
We
us could
need
use some
Rest would be
recuperation.
most appreciated. Yes.
All right. Are you going to rest indoors, outdoors?
Yeah.
Both.
I'm trying to remember, how far did we travel from our little boat to get to where we currently
So-
are?
can we use the tents and the campfire and all that stuff that's outside of these ruins?
Yeah.
Like, why
Absolutely.
not? There's
could do that.
literally a campsite right there available to us.
Assuming there's not more out on patrol or something.
Well, then we're better to see them, more likely to be ready for them there than to hunker down in here.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think we should hunker down in here.
That's my suggestion, is that we go.
I think that seems somewhat reasonable. I would prefer not to rest among the, remnants of this place, but I also feel that it is a fortress and easy to defend.
Yes, and
And
a couple of you
likely,
don't look like you could make it back to the dinghy very quickly.
there is also the idea
No
that
offense.
it is quite likely that any threats in this region are aware of the lizard folk that once inhabited this place and are likely not to be of the opinion that they have recently vacated the place, and so we should be left undisturbed.
All right. So you guys make your way back to the surface camp. Stir up the embers in the fire and get yourselves a little bit of light, a little bit of comfort. Start relaxing. Maybe pull some of the bodies away from the camp.
Yeah, I think I think we'll probably do like I think Sir Sal will basically kind of gather them. He'll make a point to gather them up and perform somewhat of some last rites and kind of throw them onto a fire to kind of get that sorted out. Because I mean,
Mhm.
you never know these days.
Mhm.
Let's not have zombies rising in the night. Thank you.
Oh, you're no fun. Okay. So yes. Do we want to go through level ups right now or just do that after the session? And
Maybe after the session,
As
unless
I
that's
say,
something
yeah.
that
okay.
Yeah.
So
that
we'll
chat
do
would
it.
find really fun to participate in.
Can I just ask, in that quiver, how many
How many
arrows
regular
were
arrows?
there?
There was 20 regular arrows and then the climbing.
Okay, perfect.
Mm.
Right.
And yes, for the sake of brevity, we'll assume that you're able to first aid and do everything else that you need to do to get up to full hit points on the rest. Like, I won't
Hey.
belabor the point of rolling all those medicine checks.
Okay.
Yes, everyone click the rest button. Then
There's a rest button? Oh, there is. I'm a moron. All right, spell preparation.
Oh, I'm guessing it's the one that's shaped like a little bed.
Yeah.
yes.
That would make sense.
I didn't get a lot of HP back for that.
Yeah, you get what, double your level or something like that? It's not a 10.
I mean, I'm gonna basically lay on hands myself again.
Yeah, like I said, like
I'll do
over the course of the evening, like the rest of the night, you can do enough medicine checks and lays on hands.
As I say, like I'll do the desperate prayer. I can do once per day to get back another focus point to recover another 12 HP.
Yep.
And then the medicine check, I assume, yeah, like we should be okay. I don't think we're so horribly.
There's no one with. If any of you had picked up the tetanus, then we'd have something to worry about, or any of the poisons or anything like that. But you don't have any debilitating conditions. We can't waive the healing.
Also, we technically leveled up, so I feel like that's worth.
Oh yeah.
So you say there's a grappling arrow?
There's a climbing arrow.
Yeah,
Oh.
climbing.
I don't see that in the. Okay. Oh well. Add it at some point.
How about now?
Now I see it. Under loot received.
Yes. Did not fix all.
Oh, there we
Ah,
Completed battery, the stone tablet, the climbing arrow, the extendable tail.
may we rise in the morning with the same glory and grace of that of the colors that cascade the sky.
All right. So at this point,
I was gonna say this the tablet, like looking at it in the light, like is there any writing left on it? Is there anything that we can make heads or tails
looking
of
at it,
on it?
it looks old. Like it looks contemporaneous with this building.
This tablet is old.
Yes.
Yes,
rather than
I could
rather
have
than
told
some-
you that.
Very old.
But rather than something that the lizard folk made themselves, it looks like it was something that was found here.
Okay. So it was not something the lizard folk created for to manipulate that device. They were meant to go together, perhaps. They are of the same era.
Yes, and that is definitely something that may come out from all the research notes once you can get those deciphered.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Well-
at the beginning of the day, it's a relatively easy walk. You're now at the top of a hill, so you're walking downhill down to where the launch is.
The Kublai.
Yes, at the shore.
Forgot that's what the boat was
Onto
called.
the big map.
Ha!
Haven't seen this one in a while.
Traveling. I'll get the coconuts.
Dun, 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 dun.
Whoa, Patsy.
All right. Got some hex crawling to do. So what is the plan at this point?
I guess
Um,
just to
We
the
should
next.
head back to the owlbear to
yeah.
reconnect.
Is there
Just-
any reason not to return to the ship?
we have
Maybe just-
more to explore,
I was gonna
but
say we came out here to look for more batteries, right?
I had to look
Yes.
for. Yeah,
More batteries and to stave off any lizard folk aggression. Those were kind of the top
Which-
two.
which we've
I
done a
think
bit of
we.
both here.
I think
so-
we've accomplished staving off the lizard folk aggression.
So
These-
I will
these-
point
these
out two
ones.
things on the map. You know that there is another ruin marked here,
Mhm.
and there's a lizard folk settlement marked here.
Is there any way we might be able to use what's happened here as a message to send to the other lizard folk, basically saying, stop mucking about and mind your own business?
Or at the very least, don't pursue us specifically.
We could set a giant fire. So
I
that the
just-
other lizard folk would see the smoke rising from here and understand that ruin has fallen their companions.
I just feel that,
Are these lizards of the vengeful sort, or
well, it would seem to me that most of these lizard folk are merely living their lives, and it's some of those that are nestled deep within their operations that seem to be on the more, shall we say, colorful side of morality. And I'm not sure it is necessary for us to wipe out every single one of them when it is clearly their whatever you want to call that thing we just fought seem to be the ones leading the charge, as it were. It's a very common military tactic. If you take off the head of the snake, the body is powerless to stop you. Of course, that doesn't work on a hydra, but that's a very specific thing.
Perhaps we leave the village alone, at least for now. We reconvene at the Owlbear and then head out to investigate the other known ruins. I'm sure that if it is anything like this one, there will be another battery, perhaps, or at least more of these aggressive lizard folk. And we might find more answers.
I think we're confident this island is we've got what we need from this island.
Yeah, we've
or at least this.
Yeah,
it's my island.
100% progress on this. Shows up on the world map that way. You're good. All right, so they're going to head back to the Owlbear. So just to refresh.
Yeah, and we'll take then we can get the tablet looked at in a bit more detail as well, because maybe there's something else we missed.
Leave it with them, and then share our findings, see if they can figure anything out. Research. We have those research notes as well, so we dump that stuff at the boat, and then head off to these ruins over here. That's my thinking.
Make sure I have my horse. We'll.
Of course, you'll need that.
It is entirely possible that the Gripply back at the village will have somebody who can translate the notes.
That's
given their proximity to the lizard folk.
Ate the horse, but that's. All right.
Okay, so just to remind everyone, our exploration operations here. So you're in the Cublet, which is the launch. It can perform one action per day.
Correct.
To enter a hex that is mostly water, it requires one action. So it'll take your action to enter each hex. If you want to spend another action in that hex, you can reconnoiter and explore it. The explored ones are the ones that we've marked with green.
Right.
The ones that you have reconnoitered, you no longer get encounters on. If you don't explore it, then we roll for a flat check every day to see if something happens.
If we're going back to the village, it might be wise of us to reconnoiter some of those tiles that would be also on the way back to the next ruins.
Yeah, kind of clear ourselves a path.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, obviously we go there. And then I'm trying to remember the last time that we came through, did we go through this archipelago?
I think you did.
I think we did as well.
Yeah.
You took the shortest route.
Yeah.
And then stopped and reconnoitered, getting closer.
So do we want to go back the same way we came or skirt in front of the other island?
I think it is probably wise to take the path that seems least likely to dash us into splinters.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yes, this seems logical.
Yeah.
So we'll go to this one.
Open water, yeah. And then
do we want to reconnoiter at each one to clear it?
So day one.
Probably.
So to move into this one, we're going to roll a exploration roll.
So who rolls that?
I just rolled.
Oh boy.
Ian does.
Hostile encounter.
Hostile encounter. Well, here we go.
Good.
And we're at level 4, right? So.
Mhm.
Oh, I haven't selected feats yet.
And we're not updated level 4 here, are we?
So join us next time.
I will hand wave this as much as I can. All right, hostile encounter. I need to roll the encounter. Let's see what we get. This is
A
an
dolphin.
island encounter.
It's like we just
two
stay in the
tiny
ship.
crabs.
Yeah. A nematode.
So as you are paddling,
Oh, look, lizard folks.
Hostile plankton.
hunting party. All right,
Skeeters.
get a map. Which one do I want? I'm gonna grab.
We got 3 lizard
Now,
folk scouts and 3 lizard folk
um,
defenders.
What are our terms of engagement here? Like, is it just assumed that they've spotted us immediately, or could we try and kind of skirt around?
So yes, with this encounter, you have been spotted. Is what it's going to come down to.
Okay. Well,
Grab this. Get some junk off of this map, and we're ready to. Okay, and I get.
they're only armed with palm fronds, though, right? Back, back.
First off, I'm going to slip the belt of this person. And I guess we can get you guys loaded onto the scene here.
I mean, I think I know what feat I'm taking for the level up. There's a very nice one I'm seeing here.
I'm actually torn between a few.
I mean, it was easy for me. There's one called Sunblade. I'm like, yeah, that one.
Well, I'm now a
Really?
tattoo
It's like it
artist,
was
just
made for
FYI.
me.
So,
Hmm.
I'm a tattoo artist now. So, like, actually, and I can warn us at the start of combat to give a circumstance bonus to initiative.
Comrade picks up 2 feats, one that lets him heal whenever he heals him when he heals others. And then instead of being a 1 hour cooldown between treat wounds, I have 10 minutes. So I can heal everybody real fast.
I'm going to park you guys on the shore here. So the situation is that you were stopping to
P.
Relieve ourselves?
disembark. You were refreshing your water. You're also taking bearings. You saw this island had a nice high hill on it. So you're going to take a bearing, make sure you're heading in the right direction. And you found that there were people here already.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting party looks like they have set up here on the island. So you probably wouldn't land right on top of them like this. Maybe we'll put you guys up here in the north a bit. So we'll have you on the land. And then, oops. And since you haven't leveled up, I should those and those.
We just
I
say
mean,
we call out. There's too many of you.
Actually, it is.
Couple
You know
of
what?
them
It
run
is
away.
close enough to quit in time at this point anyway. Why don't we just pick it up here next time?
With
Okay.
our shiny new level.
With shiny new leveled up
with my
level 4
shiny
characters.
new sword.
Oh yes, and the other thing
Good.
during downtime, because this is now a couple of days since your shield was damaged, we'll assume that you have repaired your shield.
Okay, cool.
Hmm.
I was going to ask about that.
All right.
But I'm
so
glad that's not just permanently borked.
yes, and if it was destroyed, then it was done for. But since it was only super damaged, it's still fixable.
Cool.
But we will pick it up here next time, which is in fact not next week. Next week we haven't decided what we're doing next week, whether we're taking a break but I know Craig's away and there's
I will
March
be
break.
in a beach that looks like this
Yes.
one, but without the lizard folk.
There's March breaking
As far as you
happening.
know.
As far as you know, yeah.
That's right. I mean, it is Florida. You never know.
I was gonna say you are going to America.
Yeah, I think those are called alligators.
Awesome. So we will see you in 2 weeks' time for some of this, and we might do something next week. We haven't decided. So we'll figure that out and broadcast that to all of our socials that I'm sure everyone who's watching this is following for sure.
Absolutely.
We've got a link tree. Go find it. Anywho, I'm rambling. We're finishing.
Find
We're
our
Elder
link tree
Brain.
if you
We're Elder
dare.
Brain on all the things. There you go.
Mhm.
It's pretty easy.
Yes, Elder Brain stuff. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Until then, happy gaming, everyone, and we'll try and remember to level up. Goodbye.
Get that.